Queen Mary of Denmark reappears under the influence of a complex cosmetic procedure called lifting effect. We analyze her new face. Mary's return from Denmark gave rise to much conversation. She was eagerly awaited after a 2-week winter break at her chalet in the Swiss resort of Verbier, and she did not disappoint. She arrived at the awards ceremony in an impeccable navy blue jacket and pantsuit that matched her nails. Everyone then copied her original blue manicure, but while everyone was looking at her hands, we noticed one more detail: her face. What was done? It was her first official solo act as the new sovereign on Danish soil, and she was special. But not because of her new role. The changes in her face were striking at first glance. There was something strange in her expression. She looked swollen and her face became rounder. She was characterized by a pronounced chin, but now this area looked more softened. 3 days later, on February 29, Queen Mary appeared on stage again, but with a more normalized and natural face. Which is good evidence of change. Mary would have taken advantage of her recent holiday to get a makeover. This is a common practice among some royals of her generation. Mary celebrated her 52nd birthday on February 5, the same age that Queen Letizia will turn on September 15. She's gorgeous and keeps herself in shape, but she's also flirty, takes care of herself, and wants to show her best face. Literally speaking. The clinic's medical aesthetic team spent a week assessing the changes visible on the face of Mary from Denmark, a woman who, despite her beauty, suffers over time, like all mortals, her manager tells us. And, like many women her age, she turned to the latest non-surgical facial rejuvenation technologies to maintain her beautiful face. It is important to emphasize the no-surgery nuance, because aesthetic medicine is now much less invasive than decades ago. Thanks to improved techniques and good results, beauty touches have become massively popular among both women of a certain age and younger women. This is a completely personal choice. According to Dr. Sapenia, most likely, our main character did what we know as a full face or total face, that is, simply a complete facial rejuvenation using infiltration. The specialist begins the analysis from top to bottom. As for the top third, she notes, the wrinkles on the forehead, between the eyebrows and crow's feet were caused by the injection of a drug that relaxes the muscles. Due to health regulations, the name is not allowed, but this is the one we all know. It costs €300. In the middle third of Mary's face from Denmark, Lola Sapenia finds the following touches. Here I would work with calcium hydroxyapatite to achieve a lifting effect. The cost of this procedure is €400 per bottle, and at least 2 are applied, a total of €800. According to the doctor, Queen Mary was also injected with hyaluronic acid to slightly lift the tip of the nose, a procedure that very subtly rejuvenates the face, and also to change the volume and harmonize the fractions. The price of hyaluronic acid is about €300, and at least 2 bottles would be used, €600. The lower third of the Danish Empress's face will undergo the following changes. In this area, calcium hydroxyapatite will also be used to mark the lower jaw and harmonize, 2 bottles, €800, and hyaluronic acid to improve both the nasolabial and the so-called marionette lines of the upper lip, 2 bottle, €600. And finally, the neck, an area that is particularly sensitive for women as it bears much more of the burden over time. Here, most likely, Nefertiti was treated, which is carried out by injecting a medicine into the Pleiades, which relaxes it and makes it more attractive, Lola Sapenia tells us. Its price, €400. The specialist believes that there is a final touch to the treatment, although for her, calcium hydroxyapatite is already an excellent stimulator of collagen production, and once it penetrates the skin looks much more nourished and radiant. It is very likely that the skin booster procedure was carried out to give great hydration for the skin. Skin of the face, neck and décolleté, €250.